Food and circuses will keep the masses at please. What I mean by that is, when you ever tried to do anything self-improvement, life-changing, is you have to be unsatisfied. You have to use your anger and your hate to truly change. Because if you are satisfied with the comforts in your life, the food, the drink, the addiction and the habits, you will never truly change. Only when you cut out those distractions do the real emotions start to develop. In this video, I want to talk about using your anger towards a greater good. Now, this is a very strong emotion, something that you have to learn as an individual to use appropriately, or else you'll heat up in a rage and end up destroying something you love, yourself, or act a fool. So, I'm Maxwell. I help teach young men find purpose in life. And to get into what I want to talk about is, in this modern world, you look around and you see people distracted by food, drink, entertainments, that they're satisfied enough with life just by poking it at enough. They can go work a shitty job, but when they get home, they know they're going to get high and drink and consume entertainments. But only when you sober up, you slow down, and you think about your life, you get unsatisfied. You get angry. You let the emotion that is deep inside of you finally develop. And it might be in a fit of rage, or you might try to suppress it again because you do not enjoy that moment, that feeling that is inside of you. But instead, you have to use it to fuel your work. I believe that any desire should be not suppressed, but developed and pushed in an avenue that it can be fulfilled. We have deep, dark desires inside of our hearts, ones that I cannot talk on YouTube and ones that you know of. But it has to be used towards your work. So if you're anything like me, you were raised, and maybe it's the testosterone, maybe it's just the chemical compound of your brain causes you to be so angry and frustrated, so self-destructive, because you need chaos in your life as an individual. If you are like me, that is important to fuel that anger elsewhere into a external avenue. And what I mean by that is, for example, the gym. You're going to the gym and you can be there all happy, enjoy, get your good set in, work out, talk to friends. But the workouts that got you the most result is when you sat there on the bench thinking about, if I don't get this weight up, I'm pathetic. This is a game where if I don't run fast enough, someone's going to take the food off my plate. Someone's going to fuck my girl. So it's this idea of, sure, maybe you have to exaggerate why you're doing it. Build up this fantasy. But truly, if you have the veracity to understand the race that you are running in, only then can you start to run faster and realize the intensity that is needed. And it is a healthy thing to do, is in the gym, in your business. When it comes to getting what you want, you fuel it with emotions. You don't constantly have to suppress those things. But instead, recently, when I think back into when I was so serious into the gym and into my work, is I always sat down and I got angry. Not self-destructive rage, but I thought, okay, I'm angry because my YouTube's not big enough. Like, it doesn't have enough subscribers. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get fucking irritative, and I'm going to record videos after videos after videos with that veracity. I'm going to go into the gym and I'm going to work out with such rage that I physically form my body into the physique and to the results that I want. So this is the call to action, to lift up your voice, your thumos, your fucking spirit in your heart, and forge what you want. I don't want to make some video where it's like motivation. But the understanding of, get fucking angry. They want you weak. And I don't know who I'm talking to, like who wants you weak. But you can get a rough idea of this modern world, the people around you that pull you down, that say calm down. Your parents want you to slow down, but they don't understand that you're running this race for them, for your family, for your children, that you have to get brutally angry and fuel the external avenues that you pursue. You want girls? You get angry that you're rejected over and over again. Don't become an incel. Don't curl up and cry and become a degenerate. But use that anger and think, how can I change with such veracity that I can get what I want? How can I fuel the self-changing moment? I always talk about that FTM, fuck that moment, which is needed in a journey of self-improvement to truly change who you are as an individual. That is a self-reflecting moment where the bullshit builds up so quick and so high that finally you snap and you say, I've had enough with it. You're not going to sit there and become a little pussy, but you're going to say, God damn it, I want to change. And that is a dark emotion that fuels this idea of anger into forging a new reality that you want. So get irritated, get annoyed, get frustrated, and then change. You look around you and your room's a fucking mess. That your friends drag you down. That you don't have the physique that you want in the mirror or the money that you have in the bank. So yeah, reverse engineer how to get that, but then use the fuel and anger. You have to write down on your wall reasons that you fucking hate yourself, that you hate the reasons you have not changed. Because relapsing, taking a step fucking backwards hurts. So you remember that pain. And you build it into your mind that you get angry over and over and over again. So yeah, you can enjoy the hardship. Because there's no better feeling in life than getting the hard work done and smiling. I did legs a few days ago, and I did squats until I physically couldn't stand. To the point that I dropped the weight where I was doing body weight squats and I couldn't even stand. It hurt to sit down. It hurt to lay down. I was in the gym by myself just screaming my fucking head off, giving it my all with all the fuel and anger that I could have. And only after the most brutal hard work did I come home smiling as if it was my own triumph. So that's what you want in your life. And I mean it. To reclaim your anger and zest, your fucking will to power. So if you want change in your life, you better fucking change it. I have to yell and scream because I'm tired of it. And I want you to be tired of it. I don't want weak men that just poke at life. You're upset that you don't get bitches because your physique fucking sucks? Then change your life. Change it. I think my phone's gonna die. It looks, the screen's darker. But I think this is enough of the point that I have, is you gotta have the will to change. So go out there and tunnel your anger in an emotionally intelligent way to fuel the progress and change that you want to make. Never be satisfied, because that is when you rest and when someone either behind you or in front of you works harder and gets what you want. This is a competition. So do what it takes to win. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.